What's up, everybody? Okay, so for today, I want to make a little bit of cash flow on some of these shares I own on a company. And so I do that by selling covered calls, I'll sell cash secured puts, things like that to um, increase my cash flow that I can bring into my investment account. So I own quite a few shares of a company called MODG, and it's a very, very volatile stock, but let's, I want to go through my thought process and sell a covered call and just kind of see, um, what we're looking at in the charts, what kind of money I can make, what kind of return that's going to be, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm going to share my screen to my brokerage account here. And so we're looking at MODG right now. It's actually having a really down day at 6.69%. If you look at the chart, they had earnings on Wednesday this week. So on August, I think 6th, and the stock did really well. Let's kind of zoom in here. The stock did really well and it got as high as 10.20, I would say, close to. For some reason, it's bumping up and down and having a big down day today. So I'm not sure what's going on. I haven't seen anything in the news about it. So, and it looks like it's also, if you look down here, super low volume so far. I know it's only been 3 hours since the market opened, but so it's got pretty low volume. So I'm not too concerned about it, but I would like to make some money on the shares that I own. Okay. That's one thing I love about selling covered calls. Um, you can put that money to work for you instead of just owning the shares and waiting for share appreciation. So let's go to the trade tab here and let's kind of look at the option chain. Now, the one thing about MODG I don't love is it's got monthly options. And if you look at some of the bigger companies, or most of the S&P stocks have weekly options because there's just a lot more volume, right? So, you know, I'm hesitant to just do 7 days because it's only paying 7 cents. It's not much money at all. Let's see what 7 cents. Let's see what 7 cents would do. Well, because I would just sell 93. I've got 9,300 shares. Let's see if I can go to the mid here. And it's just not much money. It's only $603 for 7 days. It's actually not terrible. Um, Golly, that's tempting. But I could also go 42 days out, 10 strike, make 35 cents. So that right there, that's a big difference. You're looking at $3,200. So what do I want to do here? Let's go look at the charts. So I've got some lines drawn in here of where I think there's a lot of, like if you look, you've got support here, resistance up here. So these lines look really good. You come across here, this support became resistance. So I've got these lines drawn in here, which I do love. Now it's starting to break through these lines. So these lines may not be as strong as I want them to be, but there's definitely a ceiling at around this 961 because you'll see it's attempted it a few times to come back and it always back here as well, and it finds support and it's kind of been upward channeling, sideways channeling. So that 961 is a pretty good um, resistance. So if I sell a covered call at 10, then I have to be prepared to either have my shares called away or I have to roll it. And the other problem with MODG is the the strike prices are so far apart. Now I know 10 doesn't seem and 1250 doesn't seem like it's super far apart, but if you do the math, 10 divided by 1250, it's 20%. So the problem is I may have to roll this sucker and I'd have to roll it to the 1250 and I don't know. So I'm kind of stuck. What do I want to do here? So I'm gonna do some math to see what I want to do some math to see what I want to do here. Let me pull up my sheet, which I love. Give me 1 second. Should have had this pulled up already. Hmm. It's a way for me to do, whoops, calculations here. Here we go. Okay. Okay, so what I want to do, let me share my screen. This is what's called an ARORC calculator, ARORC. Basically helps you with figuring out what you are going to make if you did it on an annualized basis. All right, so let's do the strike or the spread, which we'll say is 10. The premium collected, I think it said was 35 cents, commissions, and then the days was 42 days. We're trying to see how good of a trade this is. So if I get 35 cents, 42 days, it's a 31% annualized rate of return on risk capital. It's pretty damn good. Now, what if I did the one where I got 7 cents? Remember that one? It was only 7 days. I mean, that's a better ARORC, but it's way less money. I almost want the money. I don't know. What would you do? Leave your comments below. I'm just so curious what some of you would rather do. Would you rather just take the 7 days and then do it again? That may be what I do. I may do it for 7 days, and then when the 7 days are up, it's 33%. Let's go back to the screen here. Um, yeah. And then when the 7 days are up, this will be at 35 days, and then I can sell another a monthly call. Hmm. And this is stocks rebounding a little bit. This is at 40 cents now instead of 7.5 cents. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. 42 days is a long time. What if this stock pops up again? I mean, you can see how freaking volatile it is. It's like Celsius. Celsius is crazy too. Um, decisions. Well, I think I want to take the money. I think I want to, it's 40 cents. Let's see what it would be. Let's go to the mid here. Bid ask spread. If you guys aren't familiar with that, just leave a comment below and I can explain it. 93 contracts. So, because I have 9,300 shares. Whoops, the mid dropped a little bit here. Let's see what that would be. Selling 93 contracts of MODG, making 37 cents, I'd make $3,400. Well, I think I'm going to do it. I just hope I'm not making a mistake because I may have to roll that sucker to 1250. So I'll keep you guys posted. $3,600 selling 93 contracts, MODG, September 19th. I'm going to make 36.72 after commissions. And let's send it in, see what happens. Oof, has not taken it yet. Mhm. Oh man, where's the mark's moving on me. So cancel, replace. Oh man, it dropped to 35 cents. Damn it. Let's try it 35. There it goes. Boom. Just made Whoops. Just made 35. Let's see here. Just made three, 3 grand, 29.40, close enough. Actually, no. 29.40 plus 315. So, yeah, a little over 3 grand, 3,200 bucks. Not bad. I just got to kind of monitor this. And now, one thing I do like to do here so that I can keep track of all this is I like to put in like a price marker just so I can see it visually. So add, what do I want to do here? Price level. There we go. I'm going to add this at 10. Okay, edit property. Let's do MODG covered call. What the heck? I could not spell. All right, right extension off, show name on left, show price on right. Let's make it 10 even. And today's date is August 8th. And this trade ends, when does it end? September 19th. Okay. One thing too, guys, I just want to make sure I made sure not to do this through an earnings call. So September 19th, and I'm like to make the lines a little thicker and like to make them blue or some different color. I'm colorblind, so let's see what happens there. Okay, so MODG is I've got this above a ceiling. It's kind of just to reiterate, it's kind of come up, tested it a few different times, and I think it could possibly just channel for a while. That's my theory. And again, if I do get to the point where I have to roll this, then that's an option I can look into. But I want to make some money on the shares. I've been holding MODG for, let me see here. I I started buying it around 10 dollars and 50 cents, and it had a really bad time over the past few years with growth and things like that, and it had dropped significantly, got close to like $5.50 a share. So I was pretty upside down in it, but I was patient, held on, and it's 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 going to work out for me. I have a feeling. I'm confident in that, but I'm gonna while I'm waiting for the story to play out, I am gonna make some money on the shares. Let me know your thoughts. And if you like these kind of videos, I've got a lot of other companies that I own that I trade. I try to trade weekly. I do, I don't know, 5 to 10 trades a week. And, it helps create a pretty good amount of cash flow. I mean, you saw right there, I just made $3,200. Again, that's for 42 days, but pretty easy money. It could be a lot harder things to do to make $3,200. So I prefer to do weekly trades because it gives me flexibility. Like it's a lot easier to roll, but MODD doesn't have weekly trades. So it's kind of stuck there. But anyways, yeah, I'll be doing a lot more of these videos. Take care.